let's get into the 4 prime takeaways which we discussed in the beginning. Yeah, let's look at them. First one, know thyself. What is this? Okay. So guys, please close attention. This 10 minutes can make a massive difference in your life. Yeah. So the way we live our life is if a person's content matches with us, we are drawn to them, right? And we become best friends. If the content does not match, we get away, we drift away. Yeah. So all challenges in relationships at home and work, yeah, which is work and family, husband-wife conflicts because of mismatch of values, parent-children conflicts, mismatch of values, brother-sister conflicts, mismatch of values, boss-employee conflicts, mismatch of values, business partner conflicts, conflicts with in-laws. Yeah, all these are because of mismatch of values. Therefore, it's so important to understand what is one's authentic hierarchy of values and pay attention to what possibly could be somebody's values, right? Now, you remember I told there are 290 disciplines which Dr. John DeMartini studied, which expands human awareness and potential. Of all the 290 disciplines, one discipline or one study or one logic which Dr. DeMartini considers the foundation for all the rest of the studies is axiology. Yeah. What is axiology? Axiology is a study of human values and worth. Okay, it's a study of human values and worth. Now, what do we mean by human values? We are not referring to moral values. Yeah, human values are priorities. The most important thing, second, third, fourth, medium, low, lower, and lowest. Yeah. So every human being on planet Earth. So we have over 46 participants right now. So each one of you live by a certain priority list, hierarchy of priorities or hierarchy of values. Regardless of your religion, caste, creed, geography, country, language, gender, each human being live by a set of priorities. And these hierarchy of values are unique to each one of you. No two people have the same set of values. And therefore, 8 billion people, each one have their own hierarchy of values. So in actuality, one world, but there are 8 billion realities because each one filter the world based on your hierarchy of values and you create your own reality, subjective realities, while the actuality is one. Yeah. So we have 3 primary brain functions of perceptions, decisions, and actions, which corresponds to the 3 brain function, which is sensory neurons. Yeah, audio, visual, kinesthetic, smell, and taste. We have 5 senses, and through 5 senses, we perceive the information, perception. And once the information goes to the brain, you have processing, which is decision making. And again, the information goes back and we take action, right? And we don't need external motivation. The most important thing for living aligned to highest value is in your highest value, you are inspired from within and you don't need external motivation. Yeah. So let me just use this simple diagram phase to make you all understand. So these lines represents your hierarchy of values. Okay. And maybe I can use a note, which could be again easy so that I can show you what I'm talking about. Let me just, where is a note? Yeah, spotlight. Can you see my spotlight? Just give me a feedback. A red color spotlight.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you. So on the top, you have the highest values. And then you go, as you go down, second highest value, third, fourth, medium, low, lower, and lowest. Okay. So on the top, you have the highest values, human values, also known as your highest priorities or the most important things in your life. And then way down is your lowest values or lowest priorities or least important things in life. To give you an example, for me, my highest value is consulting people to help them move from a stressed, uh, disempowered, unhappy living to a more balanced and happy living. And my second highest value is learning human behavior. And that's why I keep traveling all over the world to learn. So far, I spent about 1.8 crores in my personal development. Yeah. And third highest value is family. And then finance is my next value. And then I have the other values. Yeah. So each one of you would have your own hierarchy of values. And when you're aware of your values, you will be aware of yourself. Right. Now, you remember I spoke about 3 brain functions, perceptions, decisions, and actions, or the sensory neurons. In your sensory neurons, right, the right corner, SBA stands for selective biased attention. Let me take an example and share. Let's say Let's take an example of a mother for whom children is a high value. Okay, pay attention. Huh? A mother for whom children is a high value. And if she is entering a shopping mall, and in one shot, she is able to see those hundreds of shops. A mother for whom children is the highest value. Where would her attention go to? Which shop? Type it in the chat box. A mother for whom children is the highest value is in a mall, and she's looking at the hundreds of shops. And her attention would be selectively biased to few shops. Which shops would that be? Yeah. Toys. There you go. Congrats. Thanks, Hari Prasad. Dress shop. Yeah. It would be more for toy and food. Yeah. Because children is the highest value, her brain will have a selective bias attention to those shops which has got something to do with children. You guys got it right. Yeah. So children's play area, children's toy stores, children's books, children's dresses, children's food area, her mind will selectively go towards various shops which has got to do something to do with children's, right? And in the sensory function and in the processing function, SBS stands for selective biased attention. Okay, in the processing function, she'll have a selective bias retention of information. She'll retain more information in the highest values. So let's say she buys some good clothes and goes home, and neighbor comes and asks, where did you buy this dress? Her husband, will he be able to say? No, because he didn't pay attention. For him, business could be a high value. He would have paid attention to business shops, right? But the mother will be able to say that go to VR Mall, go to the second floor, straight down the corridor, left side, third shop on the right. Crystal clear precision in your highest values. So in your highest values, you will have a selective bias retention of information, and you will be able to recall. Your memory function will maximize. And you will also have a selective bias intention to learn, grow, and expand in your highest values, right? And let's say she has to go to work, okay? And let's say work is not a high value for her, right? What will happen in the sensory function? Will she be attentive at work? Let's say she's on day one. Induction training is happening at her job. Would she be attentive? Type in the chat box. Would she be attentive? Or would she be... No, there you go. Perfect. You guys got it. She won't be attentive because work is not a high value. And where will her thoughts be? Her thoughts will be back home with the children, right? What are they doing? Did they have the food? Did they go to school? Did they come back from school, right? So in the lowest values, you will have an attention deficit disorder. In the sensory function, you will have an attention deficit disorder, and your attention will be on your highest values. And when there is no attention, would there be retention? No. There would be a retention deficit disorder also. And is it that at the end of the day, she's going to take extra time to learn what she missed out? No, she's going to pack the bag and rush home, right? So there is an intention deficit disorder also in the lowest values. Yeah. So why does this happen? Because the brain function maximizes in your highest value. Your highest value is an intrinsic inspiration from within, from the heart, from your soul. You're inspired from within. I'm inspired from within to make a difference to others who are struggling with some kind of emotional trauma, lack of clarity, not knowing where they want to go in life, having challenges in family, business, health, any areas. I want to help people, empower them. That's my intrinsic inspiration. I'm inspired from within. That's why I traveled so many times, 9 times South Africa, 5 times Singapore, learning from best in the world, and spending more than 1.5 crore rupee to equip myself and serve others. Yeah, that's an intrinsic inspiration. I don't need external motivation in my highest values. Whereas in my ex-banking job, yes, I needed motivation in the form of reward, award, incentive, bonus, and all that. Yeah, because lowest value is extrinsic, externally motivated. Right? Your highest value is an intrinsic inspiration, whereas your lowest value is an external motivation. So when you move from lowest value based living to highest value living, you are actually moving from an external motivation based out of control living to an internal inspiration based in control living. You will be able to take command of your life and you are aligning your life around your highest values. Yeah. And because you have a selective bias, attention, retention, intention, in your highest values, you are ordered and organized. Yeah, everything will be neatly. For in the same example of mother, let's say the child has to catch a school bus in the morning. She'll be so ordered and organized that she'll pack everything previous night. She'll plan what vegetables to buy, what breakfast to make, lunch to make, snack to make, keeping the kids' school bag in order. Yeah, ordered and organized. And if you take the example of Sachin, he's ordered and organized when it comes to cricket. And Rahman, he's ordered and organized when it comes to music. I am ordered and organized when it comes to learning and teaching. Yeah. And in your highest values, you'll be disciplined, reliable, and focused. You'll be disciplined. No one needs to remind you to do things. Reliable, if you give a word, you'll be there. And focused, you don't get distracted in your highest values. Whereas in the lowest values, you are disordered and disorganized. Yeah, because it's not a priority. All your attention goes somewhere else. You hesitate, because you don't have information to take the right decision. You hesitate. And you frustrate because work is piling up, and you procrastinate, saying, I'll do later. So procrastination, the P, stands for procrastination here. It's not a special thing for some lazy people, as mistaken by many. We all will procrastinate in our lowest values, and we all will be disciplined in our highest values. Yeah. And what happens because you are ordered and organized, disciplined, reliable, and focused, your efficiency, your productivity, and your growth and development, your self-confidence goes up, right? Your self-worth goes up, your creativity goes up, and you wake up your leadership, and you expand and grow in your highest values, right? But in the lowest values, what happened? Because no attention, no retention, intention, and you are disordered, disorganized, your efficiency goes down. Productivity goes down, growth and development down. Yeah. Your self-confidence tanks, your self-worth goes down, and you become a victim. Yeah. And what happens when you become a victim? Your stress starts building up, right? And in your highest values, you have self-governance, because blood, oxygen, glucose flows to the executive center, and you have self-governance. Whereas in the lowest values, because it's not your intrinsic inspiration, you run from your amygdala or animal mind, which is more on pain and pleasure driven. So as long as you have rewards, awards, incentives, you will keep working in your lowest values. The moment your award, reward, and incentives fall short of your actual effort, you will quit the job, because this is more of an animal mind. But in the highest values, you have self-governance, because your executive center or your prefrontal cortex runs it, yeah, which is the decision center. And because of self-governance, you will embrace both pain and pleasure in the pursuit of purpose. Whereas in the lowest values, you will run towards pleasure and you will avoid pain, the animal instincts, right? You are more objective in the highest values because you embrace both pain and pleasure, and your identity revolves around your highest values. You ask Sachin who is, he'll say I'm a cricketer. You ask Rahman who is, he'll say I'm a musician. You ask me who I am, I'll say I'm a personal empowerment consultant, a demartini method facilitator. And because you have self-governance, the chemical secretions in the body are more balanced, and you have wellness. You heal yourself when you're in your highest value, when you live your authentic self. When you're living aligned to your authentic self, it's like a meditation, because you're connected to the divine inside, and your chemical secretions are moderated. There's a beautiful balance between your sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system, and you have wellness. And most diseases are because of an imbalance in the chemical composition in the body, where the sympathetic is more than parasympathetic, right? Stress, right? So when you are in your highest values, you are more adaptable. Yeah. Stress is an inability to adapt to a changing environment. In your highest values, you are patient, you have certainty. Whereas in your lowest values, you have impatience and uncertainty, right? In your highest values, as you embrace both pain and pleasure in the pursuit of purpose, you are a man on a mission or a woman on a mission. Yeah. But in the lowest values, you look for shortcuts, get rich quick schemes. You don't have the patience. You want something quick. And you try all shortcuts, and then you'll trip and fall. Yeah. Get rich quick schemes. A lot of people have burnt their hard earned money by running into get rich quick Ponzi schemes. But in your highest values, you'll go step by step in a measured way. You have patience, you have certainty, you are adaptable, you have resilience in your highest value. You are more rigid here. And because of this, you have wellness. And in lowest values, you have illness because of stress. Yeah, your cortisol is going up, dopamine's going up, sorry, adrenaline going up, and the chemical imbalance causes hormonal imbalance, and you have illnesses. Yeah. Living in bitterness is the root cause of most of the illnesses, be it diabetes, be it thyroid, be it, you know, blood pressures. Most of the imbalances are because of carrying some resentments for a very long period of time, and therefore the chemical composition in the body goes for a toss, right? So therefore, in your highest values, with all this coming naturally without any motivation, you have resilience, you are adaptable, you are patient, you are certain, you unleash your leadership in your highest values. Whereas in the lowest values, because of you being run by the animal mind, where you are impatient, you are uncertain, you look for shortcut, you look for short-term success instead of long-term focus. Here, you become a victim and a follower, and you look for an external authority to tell you what to be done. And you subordinate to others, which is one of the root cause. You don't give yourself permission to live your authentic life. Yeah. So, where would you want to be here? In the upper half or lower half? Put it in the chat box. Would you like to be around your highest values and have all this naturally accrue to you? Or would you like to be in the lower half and struggle? Where would you like to be? Type it in the chat box. Upper, perfect. Yeah, aligned to your highest values. The most meaningful thing. Yeah, that which you love to do, that in which your heart blossoms. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Amazing. Yeah, great participation, guys. All right, so first one is understanding your hierarchy of values. The second one, what is the second step to personal mastery and life balance? Living aligned to your authentic self, which is your highest values. Once you understand what is your highest values, you need to live aligned to your authentic self. Otherwise, if you continue living in the lowest values, you will have all these drawbacks, right? You will live from your animal mind, you will wait for external motivation, you'll be impatient, you'll be uncertain, and overall you'll have frustration, hesitation, frustration, procrastination, self-worth is go down, self-worth goes down, and you will get into depression and mood swings and get into polarized thoughts and bipolar, and in extreme cases, people may feel rejected and they don't want to live. Yeah. Right. Okay. So in a nutshell, the most inspiring thing, the most purposeful thing, the most meaningful thing, and the most fulfilling thing we can do with our life is finding your hierarchy of values and living aligned to the highest values in the upper half, right? When we do that, you wake up your inner genius. Yeah, it's like if Aladdin rubs the lamp and the genie comes out, living aligned to highest value is like rubbing your own lamp and then letting your genius unfold. Yeah. We have self-love. We live longer. Yeah, we have wellness. We inspire others and we contribute to others and we give ourselves permission to do something extraordinary on planet Earth, some kind of a contribution to mankind, animal kind, plant kingdom, and that gives you fulfillment. No amount of money can give you fulfillment. Only when you fulfill your life with your highest value, which is your deepest void, that's when you have fulfillment. Yeah. So, as you all beautifully said, living in the upper half. Yeah, the green circle, living aligned to your highest value, is what will give you self-governance, which will help you to master your life and which will help you to empower all areas of your life